Yes, fabercastell.com. So they put your website up there.
Awesome. It's designmemorycraft.com.
And we're in the Design Memory Craft booth. So Faber Castell has an amazing line that they came out with. It's been a couple years now.
Yeah.
It's called Design Memory Craft. And we have used it so much in our different expos and things that we go to. Susie Blue designed this awesome make and take that we did when they first came out. And it's just been a crowd favorite. So Design Memory Craft is where you need to go to find these awesome products. And you also have Facebook, right?
Yes, we're on Facebook and on Instagram.
Oh, good idea. Instagram.
And it's all Design Memory Craft.
Design Memory Craft. So get on that line. It's really geared towards crafters, which is so great because it takes the scariness out of that whole Faber Castell fine art thing.
Yes, it takes mixed media and makes it more approachable.
Yay! Okay, so I'm really excited because I love gelatos.
Yes, and everybody loves gelatos.
We have, at one of our first live from CHAs, we put these in your goodie bags and people were like, oh, lipstick. No, not lipstick, not chapstick. Something much, much better.
And you can't eat them. They're not edible.
No. Well, I don't think I'd die, but yeah, okay. So we're going to do an awesome little demo for you, Tiffany is, with the new colors from the gelatos.
Yes,
so tell us about them.
These are our tropicals. You can see that they're super bright and happy.
Very.
And this is called 50s Diner, so they have a little bit more vintage look.
Oh my gosh, that is perfect, that name, 50s Diner. Cute, cute.
So the gelatos are watercolor in a tube, almost like a chapstick, and they're completely water soluble. And right here I have Heidi Swaps resist paper.
We saw Heidi yesterday. You guys loved her.
I'm just laying down some color right onto the cardstock. And you can see that the resist is showing. And because these are water soluble, you can mix and match them. You can use them for spray inks. You can use them for stamping.
And don't panic that she's put all these colors on there because wait till you see the magic happen.
I want it to be bright and happy, so that's why I chose so many colors. So I'm going to add water, and you can see that it just sort of activates those pigments and sort of says, wake up.
There you go. Look at that. It's instant watercoloring.
Yes,
and they're bright, vibrant colors.
They are so creamy. You don't be afraid to get in there with your fingertips.
I love finger painting with watercolors.
And I'm just going to use a baby wipe to wipe it off. And look at that. Look how pretty that is.
That is awesome.
That's so LA, isn't it?
That is. That is so LA. So I want to play in that booth. I know. I know.
So you can also use the gelatos on other surfaces. Like this is a wood die cut. These things are so hot right now. So I'm going to make my birdie pink and this aquamarine color.
I love the fact with gelatos that it never makes mud.
Oh
like,
no!
Look at this. You just rub it together and it blends so well. The colors are so complementary, so you don't end up with something that looks bad no matter how you put the colors together.
And
that was the thing people loved during the make and takes. Yeah, and keep adding more. And once you get that color on there and you get the the water in there, you have this total watercolored look. That is so cute. Oh my gosh.
So I put a bird on it. And you can use these gelatos with other mediums. Like this is an India ink. This is our Stamper's Big Brush pen. And I'm just going to use it to ink up my stamp.
And I love with the big brush pen that you can just ink up part of the stamp.
Yes, exactly. And it's very moist. And it's an India ink, so it's going to stay permanent once it's dry. And I'm just going to edge my tag with some gelato. So you can use gelato on fabric and canvas. So we use 3 different surfaces.
Did you guys use, did you treat that first?
No, I didn't treat it.
All right.
No.
And she's using a baby wipe.
I'm using a baby wipe, nothing technical here. And then I'm just using it to blend it in. So
how easy is that, you guys?
Who wants to see 50s Diner?
50s Diner, yes, absolutely. They're talking about 50s Diner right there. Love the 50s Diner.
So look at those colors. This color is so hot right now. This has to be like my all-time favorite color. I'm just gonna color it down on this Heidi Swap resist paper. And I think this is pink paisley, correct me if I'm wrong. And I'm just gonna use some orange over here. Look how pretty that is.
Those colors are so great together.
The colors are so muted and so vintage. You could pair them with really cool pictures that you have if you do scrapbooking. So now I'm just gonna do like I did over here.
And which kind of brush are you using?
I am using one of our brushes that are in our mixed media kits. And you can also use a water brush or you can use the baby wipe. So nothing too fancy.
Look at that.
So I'm gonna go back with the baby wipe and just sort of wipe it off, and look, it's not all muddled. It looks beautiful.
Isn't that amazing? It just doesn't make mud. You can mix them, and no matter what, it just does exactly. The colors are so complementary to each other, and they just make perfect watercolor.
Yep, so I'm going back with the gray that's in there. I think that's called squid ink. Look how awesome that is. And I'm just gonna add like a burned edge to it.
There you go. Oh, I love that.
Awesome.
Bonus, nice little border.
So I think my birdie needs to be blue, so I'm gonna make him blue, or her. And I'm just gonna use my brush. You can use the brush or the baby wipe, and I'm just gonna blend them in.
So why would you use gelatos over like watercolor pencils or?
The gelatos are so much more forgiving, and they're so creamy, and they can be used, like I said, on cardstock, on wood, on canvas, and you can use them in these tubes. So you don't need any special tools. You saw me use my fingers, you saw me use my wipe, and they're just so much fun. And you can use them for mists, you can use them for stamping, you can use them with stencils. They're just a very versatile
versatile.
Exactly.
And so when you're using the gelatos, you have all these different options. You don't ever make mud. How many colors of gelatos are there
We
now?
have 36.
36 colors.
Yes.
I think when you guys first started, was there like 12?
There was 12.
Yeah.
And
oh my gosh.
We package them in color families.
Right, which I love.
Yes.
You can definitely, and so this is coming out, this tropical,
Yep,
and the 50s Diner. And when are they going to be out?
In May. We're shipping all our new stuff in May.
Okay, so this is what you need to do. You need to tell your local LSS, you need to let people know to get this product so you can get it in your little hands in May.
Yes, definitely.
And you can do it, seriously, the great part about it, you make your own backgrounds, you can color things, change colors, all these blank surfaces that people have come out with to customize. These are the perfect tool for that. Whoops. Hi. So tell me, if you love the gelatos, please write gelato into the chat right there so we can tell them how much we love gelatos. Gelatos are absolutely, like seriously my favorite. When we were doing the make and take with Susie Blue stuff, we'd had 3 colors that people were just mixing.
Yeah.
It was the blue, the purple, and the pink, and they were just going crazy with it.
Get in there with your hands and make all sorts of colors.
Absolutely. And there are a lot of things in this Design Memory Craft line.
Yes.
And so you need to check them out because there's the watercolor pencils, the big brush stamper, and the big brush pen. This is India ink. Can you tell them what India ink is? Because
of course.
They really need to understand how awesome
it is. It is a highly pigmented ink, and the cool thing about it is it's odorless. And it also is light fast, and it's permanent once it's dry, so you can add other mediums on top. And what's also cool is that it sits on top of your paper, so if I want to color with it in shade, look at that, it does not bleed through your cardstock. So if you're worried about memory keeping and you don't want to mess up the back side of that, you can use that.
Isn't that amazing? And the other great thing is that once it's dry, it's permanent.
It is completely permanent.
So you can stamp with it, and then you can watercolor over it, and you won't have a problem.
Exactly.
Which we loved. I wish they were available open stock. I always use up the same color. Do they sell them individual?
They do sell individual. If you go to designmemorycraft.com, they have the individual colors.
There you go.
And then they have the 3-pack colors.
There you go. So Lizzie, you can get whatever colors you need to replace.
Yeah.
They're asking if Michaels will carry all the colors.
I am not too sure. Okay. I know Michaels placed an order, so we can only cross our fingers that they'll carry all the colors.
Well, there you go. You guys, email Michaels. Tell him you want all the colors.
You want all the colors.
You need all the choices, because that's the point of having all the different colors, is so that you have lots of choices and you can blend them and make all sorts of cool, customized colors. So, okay, are you guys ready for this? We have an awesome, amazing giveaway. Gelatos. We're talking gelatos.
Oh, yeah.